What's up, Sassy Gamers? Welcome to PAX East 2024. I'm actually hanging out with Tim from Envision Entertainment. We're here to talk about Pioneers of Pagonia.
All right.
Tell me a little bit about Pioneers of Pagonia.
Yeah, Pioneers of Pagonia is a city building strategy game. It has a kind of woozle factor in it, which means we have a deep simulation on it. You can have thousands of people running around. Everything is fully simulated, and it's a kind of peaceful game, so you can really build and relax, have a good time. But if you like, you can also have combat and hostiles in it. And you can fully customize everything. So that's a really true, unique playing experience.
Gotcha. And you mentioned simulation with the build, and a lot of city builders, we have automation in a sense of, you click a button, you can tell them to go do this, tell them to do that. How is simulation different within Pioneers of Pagonia?
Yeah, it's different because every Pagonian knows what to do. So you're not working for the Pagonians, they're working for you. So you can really concentrate in just building a nice settlement. But if you want to go deeper into that, then you can do a lot of things like optimizing the placement, the streets and so on, and give little options in it so that you really can optimize it. But basically the simulation takes the most of the job.
Gotcha. Yeah, because one of the points that I saw that you made was that you moved your boundary, the fence.
Exactly.
And usually the games you just click and drag, you say this is where I want it, poof, and it's there, right?
Yes, exactly.
But what we saw here is you moved it, and then the units actually physically had to go create the stone with certain material, actually forge them, then transfer them out, and then place them and move them.
Exactly.
So it's a lot more complex on the sense of just I need to move this line,
exactly.
Which we ran into in that point was enemies.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about those.
Exactly. So everything in the world what you see is simulated. So there's a lot of resources in it, even space is a resource. So we really want to make sure that the player really carefully have a look. When you see, for example, stone deposits, he has to think about where I can get there, and I have to push the boundaries to that. And this also uses stone, so you have to think about and to use careful resources. But sometimes if you're running out of, for example, of wood, you can, for example, create a forest and you can plant a complete new forest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so some resources are coming back and some not.
Gotcha. So there was something you mentioned that was a PAX East exclusive for the game with
yes,
an update.
Right. So yeah, that's really great to announce that we have a shared co-op right now. So we are in open beta. So it's really special. You can really play with up to 4 people in one single faction. And you can really say, okay, guy, you play the role of, for example, fighting, and the other one does the role of, for example, expanding or doing the farming. This you can do without any limitations. You can just jump into the game and share it. That's really awesome.
Yeah, and you said it was a real-time experience. So
exactly.
You could, what you mentioned was the click game, right?
Yes.
I'm clicking it off and they're clicking it on and we're fighting because
exactly.
I'm trying to do that. So.
Exactly. So we're giving the players enough time. It's not a stressful game, so we have enough time to make decisions. There's no stress in clicking so much. And that's also coming handy when playing with other people, because you're not fighting against each other.
Right.
You're more thinking about cooperative ways, to overcome some challenges on the map.
Gotcha. So you mentioned playing with friends, and this game has been out since December. Obviously, you're a small studio, so you guys are working really hard on this game only. What's the timeline look like?
Yeah, so we started early access since December. We are Steam only at the moment. So we are in early access, and we are releasing constant updates. So for example, we released since today 2 updates, and with this upcoming update in early April, we have already 3, and we have a roadmap with 3 more major updates this year, and in between quality of life updates. So we're really taking care for the community, because we are small self-funded studio and really having a lot of fun in exchange and creating the game for us and for all the others. And we really think that's a truly unique experience for everyone.
Gotcha. Yeah, because one of the things that I'm going to look forward to in those updates is having more statistics, more data.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is something you said that the community had brought up and that you wanted to bring into the game since it was asked for. So,
exactly.
But yeah, super cool. I'm really digging that. I know you said it's on Steam. For those who are watching, is there any more information you want to provide as far as how they can follow you guys, keep up with the information that's coming?
Yeah, you can follow us on Steam, or right now we have a very active community. Like I said, we have always open betas, so you can always try and test the new stuff and talk with us directly in Discord. So we really can reach out to us. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, it's been a pleasure, Tim. Thank you so much for going over the game with me, and I hope you guys have a great PAX.
Yeah, thank you so much. You too.
Cheers.
Thank you.